Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So how do you usually practice to playing a keyboard?
I usually practice with my teacher in my home.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, welcome back to our YouTube channel MTsB Official. Kita ni cakep. How's your life? I hope all of you are in a good condition. So today I'm with one of the science teacher. She is Ma'am Vivi. Okay, hello Ma'am Vivi, how are you?
Hi, I'm at good condition. And how are you, Ma'am AULIA?
I'm very well, thank you. So today we are going to discuss about digestive system and focus in common disorders. Is it right?
Yes, that's the true topic.
Okay, so the first question. Actually, what is digestive disorders?
Okay, if we talking about the digestive disorder, it is any kind of problems or disease that occur in our digestive organs. It can be in our mouth, it can be in our esophagus, it can be in our stomach, small intestine, large intestine, included the rectum, and of course the anus. And the problem or the disease can make our life uncomfortable. So this is disturb our life.
Okay, so can you mention the common digestive system disorders?
Okay, at least there are 8 common digestive disorder that occurred in our people. The first one is the GERD. The GERD is gastroesophageal reflux. It is the condition when the people feels like sour taste inside the mouth and can make the people nausea or want to vomit. And then it is caused by the stomach acid rises up. And then the second is the gastritis. It is the condition when our stomach get inflammation or gets swollen. And this can be caused by the bad lifestyle and of course by the bacteria. The bacteria called the Helicobacter pylori. And the third disorder is called the peptic ulcer disease. It is the condition when there is a sore inside the stomach, or when it is worse, maybe there is a hole inside the stomach. It is also caused by the viruses or the bacteria at the stomach.
Okay.
And then the fourth is the constipation. It is mostly happen in our people, right?
Okay.
The constipation is condition when people hard to release or excrete the feces. Why? Because the people maybe not consume enough fiber food, such as the fruit or the vegetable. And then the fifth is the hemorrhoid. Hemorrhoid is condition when there is a enlargement of the vein at our rectum or anus. So maybe there is a blood when we excrete our feces, and that's the characteristic of the hemorrhoid. And then the sixth is the gallstone disease. It is condition when we have a large stone inside our body. The stone can produce because the cholesterol and the bilirubin become one and become larger. When the stone become larger, this condition can make us not comfort or can make our life disturbed. And then the seventh disease is the diarrhea. This is the condition when we have watery feces, so this can make our life not comfort because we will often go to the toilet to excrete our feces.
Okay. As you mentioned before, that there are so many common digestive system disorders.
Yes,
And we know that every disorder have different treatment.
of course, yes.
So how to overcome in general?
Okay, for all of the common digestive disorder, the general ways to overcome it by number one, we can consume the drugs. It can be the antacid. Antacid is drug to decrease our pain because the stomach acid rise up, and then we can consume the other drugs from the doctors or the apothekers, and then we must avoid the bacteria that causes that digestive system disorders, such as the Helicobacter pylori bacteria and the Escherichia coli. So make sure your food is hygienic.
Okay.
And then you can consume much of fiber or maybe the fruit and vegetable. And then you can do sport or exercise to maintain our life better. And then maybe you can consume the yogurt to make your good bacteria is maintain our healthy.
Okay. Make it clear,
Yeah.
relate with food. Actually, what is the food that must be avoided and suggested in digestive system health?
Okay, the food that must be avoided. Yeah.
Yes.
The first one is the gluten food, because as we know there is extra disease. I'm sorry, I'm not described before. The extra disease is the celiac. This is the disease when there is a sensitivity for gluten. Gluten is protein from the grains, especially at wheat. Disease can make our immunity decrease. So if we wanna avoid it from that disease, we can avoid this gluten. This gluten can be replaced by rice or the tomato, the potato or corn. It can replace it. And then you must avoid the alcohol, because alcohol can increase our stomach acid, and you can avoid the fatty or cholesterol food such as the instant food or the fast food. Yes. And you can avoid the spicy food, of course. Yes.
Okay.
That's the example of food must be avoided.
And how about food that must be suggested for us?
Food that must be suggested is the healthy food, of course, the hygienic food and the full of fiber food.
Vitamins.
Yes, vitamin. It can be the fruit or the vegetable. Don't forget to consume the yogurt, because the yogurt can increase our bacteria, that good bacteria in our body. The good bacteria can gains the bad bacteria in our body.
So must be balanced.
Yeah, our life must be balanced, and the consume of our food should be balanced too.
Okay. As you said before, that there are so many common disorders of digestive system. I'm interested with one of the disorders is GERD. Can you explain what is actually GERD?
Okay, the GERD is, I think, very serious disease, because the GERD is the weakening of the valve or the sphincter between the lower esophagus and the stomach. We have valve or sphincter between them, and if people with GERD, the valve is become weak. It is caused the acid from the stomach rise up into the esophagus and can make the people with GERD become taste like sour inside the mouth, and then become low appetite and become hard to swallow the food, and can make the nausea and vomiting sometimes, and then can make hard to breathe, and people with asthma can get worse, because it can make asthma become worse.
Okay. When I read some sources, one of the symptoms of GERD is difficulty swallowing. So when we eat something, it's very hard.
Yeah.
So is it similar with inflammation? GERD and inflammation, is it similar or not?
Okay, when you said that it is similar, I think no, because the GERD is more serious. It is, I think, very serious disease than the inflammation. The inflammation included the symptoms of the GERD. So if there is people get inflammation, so it is cannot be automatically called that these people get GERD.
Okay.
But when people with GERD, it is automatically can do the inflammation. So I think this is not similar.
Because there are so many symptoms of GERD, and
Yeah.
one of that
Is the inflammation.
Okay.
One of the symptoms of GERD is inflammation.
inflammation.
But there is still many symptoms of GERD.
Okay, so the last question, can you give a suggestion to your students, to us, and the viewers, how to keep our health?
Okay, as we know, in our digestive system, there are so many organs, and all of the organs must be kept to be healthy. And how is the way to keep our digestive organ health? Number one, you should consume the good or the full of nutrient food, such as the fiber and then the free cholesterol food, and then don't forget to do the exercise. It can be the run, or it can be the football, or
Swimming.
what are you, yeah, what do you like to do to make the exercise. And then avoid the alcohol, because the alcohol can increase our stomach acid rise up. And then you also avoid the cigarette. Don't try to smoke, because it can make our life not better. And then don't forget to consume the yogurt, and maybe if you want to consume the green tea, that's good enough for you. And then you can increase the lifestyle, become more positive. You can think the positive thing, and don't forget to decrease the stress level.
So not only exercising,
Yeah.
but positive mind is very important.
Yes, of course, positive mind is very important.
Okay, so that's all for this section, Ma'am Vivi. Thank you so much for coming, and I
Yes.
hope you can come here again to discuss another topic. Okay.
Okay.
So thank you so much for your nice attention. Don't forget to like and comment this video and subscribe this channel. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.